Yo, what up, my little tubers? We're back for some more drafting here on the streets of Arena. Man, I've said that a few times, haven't I? Welcome back in. I'm Kenji, your host. NumotTheNummy, that's me. Hit that like and subscribe. And we will jump away into Arena Cube Draft, where I've opened an Urza Lord Protector. I am almost debating if I want to do something else. That is to say, not Force Blue, not Force Oracle of the Alpha. I thought about it. I'm going to take Urza. We're going to try to get the Might Stone, Weak Stone. We're going to try to meld. We're going to try to do some good stuff with the Planeswalker here. Lots of good cards in this pack. I don't have enough time to go over them all, but Incubation Druid, Lorehold Command, Gix, Massacre Worm, those were all fine as well. You're going to have to bear with me. There is less than a week left of the Arena Cube. We have like 5 days of it left before we just fully move into Vintage Cube. And yeah, this is my favorite thing to do, so I know y'all want to see something different, but man, you can't stop the beats. For my second choice, I think I'm going to go with the Mind Stone here. Maybe pass the Abrade, Sky Sovereign. Both fine cards as well. Yeah, Mind Stone, just a fantastic card. Colorless ramp, so it goes into most decks unless you're trying to be aggressive. But any non-aggro deck really wants this type of card, just so you can skip jump from 2 mana to 4 mana. Cube is a lot about doing powerful synergistic things, and sometimes the most powerful thing you can be doing is just ramping, so I'm going to take the Mind Stone here. Though there are plenty of other good picks, like I said, the Abrade, fantastic cheap removal, artifact removal. Sky Sovereign, nice creature slash vehicle slash win con, whatever have you. Also a Fatal Push in that pack if you want. Third choice is going to be between the Search for Azcanta for me and the Chromatic Lantern. Planning on wheeling the Big Score out of this pack. Another card that I like quite a bit as it digs you for specific answers that you're looking for. It also gives you fixing. And it's much more likely to wheel, I think. I'm going to go with the Search for Azcanta over the Lantern here. Look to continue down this route. Probably just a Hollowed Fountain at this point. Fixing is so good. I think a lot of the newer players to Arena Cube don't value the lands as highly as they should, and that's something just like a common mistake, I think, right? You go into a draft and you're like, well, I don't want to take a land. It just adds 2 of different colors, but, well, if you can cast your spells, then you're usually going to have a good time. And I mean, oftentimes, I guess, as a newer player, you'll try to go with 1 or 2 colors. You won't branch out into 3, 4, 5, but frequently that's what you should be doing, especially when fixing is so good. We're passing in Urtai here, another good one. But Hollowed Fountain looks like the easy pickup. Oh, I thought that was the Might Stone, Weak Stone for a second, 5 mana artifact. This, I don't know why, is in the cube. It is not a good card. It's too expensive, and it just doesn't really do much. For me, again, we just talked about it, but fixing is king. Steam Vents is fantastic. Any of these shocks, these lands that add 2 basic, or 2 types, are just so good. Chart of Course would be my only other consideration here. Into a, could be an egg, Smoldering Egg. That's good for these type of decks that I like drafting. Shipwreck Marsh, also pretty good for some more fixing if we want to. And, I mean, I guess you could take Professor Onyx. I'm not huge on this one, but it is a decent enough win con if you want. I think here I'm going to lean towards the land once more. You know, I could just ditch all of this, take the Embercleave, and force mono red. That is a very late Embercleave, and that's one of the better aggressive cards. It's either that or Ketria Triome, which I would normally take here. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take the Cleave. If we're getting that 7th pick, that might be a sign that I should be jumping into like some red aggro deck of sorts. As we literally get 0 red deck cards here. Blink of an Eye, though, very solid. Leyline Binding, a fantastic removal spell. I tried for 1 whole pick, and now we'll just take the Blink of an Eye. Wield the Lorehold Command, that's nuts. Great, I love this card. Again, I've mentioned this before, but it doesn't look like it does all that much. But it does. For 5 mana, you get to choose 2 modes, and a lot of them can be relevant at any given time, you know? I mean, I don't think this is as good as some of the other commands. Kolagon's probably being the best. Prismari command got cut from the cube, but that was one of the better ones. Lorehold's still good, and we're passing a blue-white land and a blue-red land here, so good sign for the land wheels. Champion of Wits, another fine card, though it's not super exciting. I don't know why. I don't normally like this in my blue decks, but it's good enough. A lot of just solid value there. This has some synergy with other cards in the format, too. If you have a way to, like, pump up your Champion of Wits, like, statically through, what's it called? Immortal Sun, for example, so it would enter as a 3/2. You would get to draw 3 cards there instead. Or if you have, like, the Great Henge, then the Champion of Wits enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter, so again, you would get to draw 3 and discard 2. But no joke, this is a really, really good start for the blue decks. The nice thing is, even though there does seem to be a lot of overlap in like the blue decks that I draft, each of them is uniquely its own, and they have their own puzzle pieces to win the game, you know? Generally, I do not care for Brainstorm. You need quite a few shuffle effects to make that worthwhile, or picking up like Displacer Kitten, so I think this is another card that people read and misuse. Draw 3 cards, put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library. If you don't have a way to consistently shuffle or whatever, then Brainstorm is generally not worth it. As we pick up on another blue-black fixer there. There's the deck of many things. Maybe we try playing this, even though it's so bad. And some last few pickups that don't matter. Except the Ketria Triome, which was fantastic. Okay. Well, well, well. Pack 2, and this does look like a very nummy pack. Magma Opus. Clearly one of my favorite win cons in this format. Fantastic card, just does everything you want it to. Portal to Phyrexian. We've been taking this card a lot higher lately, and it's been really, really good. Obviously, it just does a lot of work there. Counterspell, another fantastic early interactive card. Burn Down the House, one of the best red cards in the format. So, I think there are a few ways you can go about this. I want to take the Magma Opus for a win con, but generally in these type of decks, you really need the effect that Burn Down the House grants you. I think we can take Burn Down the House and wheel Portals. Sometimes you can wheel Magma Opus. I've seen Counterspell wheel a few times as well, but it seems like in the Arena Cube, blue cards dry up a lot earlier these days. So I'm not expecting anything great to wheel. I hate passing the Opus here, but I think Burn Down the House is going to serve us better. I do want to note there was a Wandering Emperor there as well, another fantastic Planeswalker. Didn't even note upon that at the time, but it was. Okay, pick number 2, pack 2. There's that Kolaghan's Command we were talking about, and with all this black fixing, it's not too hard to play. Expressive Iteration, obviously very, very solid card advantage spell, and those are my 2 choices here. Similar to a few of the other cards, wheeling all the time. I see Expressive Iteration wheel, so I'm going to go with Kolaghan's and plan on wheeling the Iteration. Okay, some good ones here. Surprisingly, I've had Den of the Bugbear be one of the better win cons in these style of decks. A lot of times you have a bunch of removal and you clear the board plenty of times, but you don't have a good win con, and Den of the Bugbear is a pretty sticky win con. Gets around sorcery speed removal too. That being said, I'm just going to take the Solemn Simulacrum here. This is another fantastic 4-mana spell in these type of decks, especially if you can play it early, like turn 2 Mind Stone, turn 3 Solemn Simulacrum. It ramps, it fixes, it draws cards. Really does everything you want it to. Coma. That is a splash-worthy card and a very good win con. I have Ketria Triome and that Solemn Simulacrum that we just picked up for a little bit of green fixing. Let's see, what else? If we're not taking Coma, we have Settle the Wreckage, another solid removal spell. And I think Commit to Memory. I think in these type of decks, you don't really need to focus on the win cons so much. But Coma is one of the better win cons in the cube. But I think Commit is probably a safer choice for us. It keeps us in blue. And this spell does quite a bit of work. So I like that here. There's the Displacer Cat. Right now we have Solemn Simulacrum and Champion of Wits to go along with it. Alright, that makes the Brainstorm I have a little bit more palatable. We've seen Displacer Kitten just be so fantastic. It's only a 4-mana 2/2, but if you get to untap with it and start flickering some stuff, well, it's going to win the game pretty quickly. Chandra, another fantastic one we're passing. Caravan's okay. A couple of good lands and a Channeler. Lightning Strike 2, I guess. So maybe even wheel something out of that pack. Some more black fixing here. I've never been a huge fan of Dragon Master Outcast. I guess we have a portable hole as well. But it could be that we're moving closer towards Grixis than anything else. Yeah, I guess we'll just take the hole. A lot of black fixing, though. There's a Jeskai land. Nice Rogrin Triome versus Thassa's Intervention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm only at 12 playables right now, so I have to be a little bit careful about taking too many lands. Fight with Fire also in the pack. But that's okay. This is a cube, so you can expect to get plenty of playables in later packs. So we get a Fateful Absence now. Counterspell Wield, fantastic, love it. I do want to mention that we are supposed to get a storm of sorts in, so kind of skirting with danger here as the power is potentially on the fritz, but well, I guess if the power goes out, the recording is going to break anyways and you won't realize. Alright, some okay wheels at the end. I mean, Mold Drifter, really solid pickup actually on the wheel since we got the kitten. There's a red-green land, no. Dragon Rage Channeler, generally, I don't care for in these decks, but it does do a decent surveil job. Again, some really, really good black fixing coming around if we don't want to just take this Kramari Conjecture. Which I kind of think we want to do. We have enough good fixing. Alright. And pack 3 we go. Pretty garbage pack 3 opener, yikes. What is the best card here? Probably the Oracle of Moldiah. I mean, for us, we can just take the Shark Typhoon and move on. Also a Birth of Meletus, which should wheel. But I can't say I'm particularly happy first picking these cards, so a little bit unfortunate. It is what it is. Wow, similar. This pack is also just kind of bad, isn't it? It's not like we're getting cut off or whatever, it's just that these packs are not good. So we have a Mana Tithe here versus, I think, a Mythos of Aluna. I'm a sucker for Mana Tithe. I'm going to go ahead and just take that. Looks like Kolagon's Command's probably going to end up getting cut here. And we'll stick to blue-white baseline, maybe splashing some red. There are some good cards now. So we have a Realm Cloak Giant for another Wrath effect, or we have Soon's Intervention, another one of my favorite white cards. The more I look at it, the more it looks like we're probably going to end up cutting Burn Down the House, though, right? And maybe just splashing, like, Lorehold Command. So because of that, I think I have to take the Realm Cloak Giant as opposed to taking the Soons. A little bit unfortunate. Oof! There's a nice one. Another really, really good card that I think people are still sleeping on for some reason. Sanctuary Warden. This card just does it all. I don't have any Planeswalkers to combo with it, but I do have that Displacer Kitten, so that is a nice pickup for sure. Passing a Hedron Archive. Another really, really solid pack here. Sheesh. I've always said that Brawl's Expertise is one of the best blue cards, and I do think I stand behind that, but man, I want to take that Cold Steel Heart so we can do some more ramp. But Brawl's Expertise is just so, so good. Cold Steel Heart, Supreme Will, Blue-Red Fixing. This pack has got it all, basically. Okay, March of Otherworldly Light now is going to be our choice. Solid enough removal spell. Lyra? We could run a Lyra, or we could take a blue-white land. Lyra's going to be really, really good if we run against a lot of the aggro decks. It's a 5/5 flyer at the end of the day, too. Sure. Steel Seraph may be a consideration there. Alright, looks like the Urza Lord Protector is not going to get there. A Darker Waste versus Idol, we're going to take that ramp. especially since I passed the Cold Steel Heart earlier. Lauren's another okay card. Like, there are a lot of enchantments and artifacts in this deck, so 3 mana, like, it's just a Reclamation Sage in white. You can't really go wrong with that. Another piece of red fixing. Is this what our deck looks like? We wheel Hedron Archive. Yeah. This is like bad blue-white control, which I still think makes the deck good, but I don't have like Approach of the Second Sun, and I don't have a Teferi. So it's probably just okay, all things considered. I think this was the pack that had the Cold Steel Heart, so that didn't come back around either. How about this? I will promise to force some number of aggro decks before the Arena Cube goes down, which again is about 5 days, so... I'll stop drafting blue control, even though it is just nothing but wins, free wins. And I'll start doing some other decks. But that's not this deck, because it's too late. Guess we're cutting the Brainstorm. Never saw the Mightstone Weakstone for Urza. There's probably somebody else in the draft with Mightstone Weakstone just going like, you know, where's Urza? What the heck? Is Urza Lord Protector still good enough as a 2/4 that reduces my instant sorceries and artifact spells? Would venture probably not. Let's see, it would reduce the cost of a lot of these cards. I mean, we have 7 instants, 2 sorceries, 5 artifacts. It would be okay. But again, I don't think quite good enough, so... We're just going to add all the blue-white lands and all the red-white lands. I might not even need the Ketria Triome as a blue-red source. Like, that's 3 red sources right there, plus we have Solemn with 1 mountain, should be more than sufficient. So that's 8 white sources, 8 blue sources, 4 red sources, and then we can just go up on white and blue. Oh, you know what we didn't wheel? That Birth of Meletus. No big deal. Alright, I'm confident. We've been on a huge heater, both Vintage Cube and Arena Cube. My Vintage Cube record, which we're on a 19-match win streak currently, is like 35-7. And then the Arena Cube, we've won 10 out of the last 12 drafts. So, been on a crazy heater. Let's see if we can keep it up. Not with this hand, however. 5-drop, 6-drop, 5-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop. That looks like a very quick mulligan. And this hand looks much better. Nice. I think I like pitching the Lyra here and keeping the Lauren, because we have a decent number of expensive cards, so I'd rather keep the cheap interaction and ramp. Gilded Goose. Okay, we're not going to bother using Fateful Absence on Goose. We could just run out the Lauren next turn and blow up the food, though. Ah, I see. Playing against the green-white token deck, or green-white +1/+1 counter deck. That's probably a good thing for us. Lotus Cobra, sure. That's the Spirit Realm, wasn't a bad draw. I think I like getting rid of the Cobra for the potential scary acceleration instead of getting the Conclave Mentor. Plus, I don't really care if they kill the Touch the Spirit Realm and get back Cobra, because at that point the Cobra probably doesn't do anything. Alright, we're going to want to find our Wrath or something here would be nice. That's not bad. Let's pass. Let's try to cycle the Shark Typhoon and maybe eat their Conclave Mentor or Aspirant. Now I am letting them get another trigger of the Aspirant, but I'm glad they're going on the Goose here. Nice. Okay. Let's eat the Aspirant instead. Ah, Jugan defends. We can kill that with Lauren. Then we can hold up Absence for the Goose. Alright, we are starting to stabilize, and after we Fateful Absence the Goose and then play Sanctuary Warden, I think we're in pretty good shape, although that... Oh, they're splashing for Oracle of the Alpha. Love it. Player after my own heart. They should probably attack for 4 here, right? Yeah. I think everybody's taking Oracle of the Alpha very, very high these days. Alright, so Sanctuary Warden, remove one of the counters, draw a card, make a 1/1 token, and attack for 3. Nice, that's a brick. Adeline is annoying, but they can't do anything with her, so this game should be over pretty quickly then. So we go smash, smash. I'm gonna go ahead and remove a counter. I think we're just gonna exile the Oracle of the Alpha here. And then we just kill him with Lorehold Command and Flyers next turn. I should have played Archive out first. And that's a brick. Alright, GG's. Nothing to say here. We just hit him down to 1. And then Lorehold to finish off. 3 damage to you. I gain 3 life. Easy game. And that's how you do it, baby. Go to game 2. On to the next game. We are on the play. Yeah, again, this is similar to our opening hand in the previous game. 5-drop, 5-drop, 6-drop. I mean, we do have a March, but I think that's a mulligan. Yeah, and look at that. Just so much better. This hand is great. Turn 2, Guardian Idol. Turn 3, Solemn Simulacrum. Turn 4, Muldrifter is like exactly where we want to be with this deck. Versus the red-black. Okay. Oh, we do get to shuffle our March back on top. I think we want to grab the second blue source here instead of the one of Mountain. We just have too many other double blue cards, and we only have that one red card, so... Blood Artist into Pyro. Discard Strangle and a land. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Versus red-black, resolving a Shark Typhoon is not a bad consideration. Like, if I draw another non-creature spell next turn, we might do that. Lagomos is pretty annoying with Blood Artist. Yeah, I need to find one of my exile effects for Blood Artist. I'll go ahead and take 3 damage here. 2 from the token, and then 1 when it dies. See, drawing out another land makes resolving the Shark Typhoon a lot worse. So, I think we just have to settle for cycling it. As much as I don't want to do that. Little bit of a flood out here. Provoker. So they're gonna name my Guardian Idol. I'm not gonna float it in response. I want them to attack first before cycling Shark Typhoon, and we can still make a 4/4 with it. Yep. Okay. Would not be too surprising if they have another removal spell for the shark here. Yeah. That's 2 creatures dead this turn. Kitty cat. Wait, no, that's 1 creature dead this turn? 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they won't be able to activate Legomos. I'm gonna go down to 10. It would have been nice to have the Solemn with Displacer Kitten, but I need to find something. Sheesh, and that wasn't it. Yep, so that might have killed us. Just obviously way too many lands here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands. Kill the kitten, I go to 9, I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I go to 3, I go to 2. So I would need like Farewell here to survive. Not good enough. That doesn't work. I'm gonna play it out, but if they see the play, they can just Chandra uptick and I die. If they don't see the play, we have a very small chance. Okay, they didn't immediately uptick. They went to combat.
You're going down.
I guess I'm getting trolled. Or maybe they didn't realize it. We almost stabilized there. That was sick. If I had 1 more life... Oh no, I needed 2 more life because the token was going to die at end of turn. That's funny. Ah, a little bit of a flood. What can you do? On to game number 3 we go. Ooh. This hand has potential. We might just get run over, but this hand has potential. Alright, so we're going to take 2 from the sleeper. I think I'm going to lead on Search first, Kanta, because I wouldn't plan on playing Displacer Kitten next turn anyways. And we kind of just need to find interaction, otherwise we're just going to get rolled over by... Yeah, we're going to get rolled over by red-black again. Alright, well... It only works if they don't have removal, which doesn't seem very likely. Oh my gosh. Where's my March of Otherworldly Light when I need it? Literally just gonna get killed by a 1-drop here. Alright, this is the old cross your fingers, because if they kill this, I'm probably dead. Yep. Alright, take 5. I go to 6. Even if I draw something good, they have Den of the Bugbear still too. I'll be the first to admit, I probably deserve everything that's happening to me. I don't necessarily think we should be dying to red-black like we are, but it's happening here. So I'll block the sleeper, and then I'll at least force them to put another 1/1 counter on it if they don't have a removal spell here. Oh, like that portable hole? Would have been insane a few turns ago. God, if we had portable hole turn 1, it feels like we probably couldn't have lost. Yet instead, we are very much losing. Needed to find something there. So we can go Kitten into Portable Hole, flicker our Mind Stone. And then evoke the Mole Drifter, I guess. Jeez, now we find all the interaction, but it's a little bit too late. Opponent still has 6 cards in their hand. They have Den of the Bugbear and Crawling Barrens active. Oh, that's too bad. Another Legomos. I'm not going to block the Legomos. They should have probably attacked the gas, too. Okay, so we can flip our Azcanta. Let's see, float the Mind Stone. Touch the Spirit Realm, flicker Mind Stone, so effectively add 1 mana. Okay. Strangle. So once again, flicker. March of Otherworldly Light, the Dragon Outcast. Flicker the Kitten. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what we hit with his Kanta before deciding if we want to block or not. Blink of an eye. Yeah, that's probably necessary. Go to... expertise is good. Let's see. Bounce, bounce. Flicker Mind Stone again. Want to cast any of those and just pass. Oh, they can play around the Mana Tithe. Are you kidding? Oh, because that's the first quad black they hit. That's unlucky. Oh no. Well, if this resolves, we die, so. Yeah, they got me. Alright, GG's. I feel like we've gotten kind of unlucky versus these red-black decks. We shouldn't have that hard of a time. We actually have a decent number of early interactive spells for them, but okay. Well, we're 1 and 2. Time to make some gold out of straw, I guess. But hey, I'm kind of due for one of these 1 and 3s or 0 and 3s or something. We've been running so hot in the cube, and I kind of jinxed it by saying that earlier, but I am due for an early scrub out. So let's go into game number 4. Let's hope we can rattle off a few wins, but that hand looks good. The Golden God cannot win every time. Oh no, if I lose here, this is going to be a 35-minute video. Stark contrast to all the 2-hour videos we've been having lately. Okay. Time to put my thinking cap on. And by that I mean... play well, draw well. I like that start, our opponent not doing anything the first 2 turns. Go ahead and... champion... discard the March and the land. Let's just draw, yeah, discard the 2 cards we drew. We don't need them. We need a secondary white source, not another blue or red. As they go with old Rutstein. Fine value card. Oh, that works. Yeah, now we can solemn for the second white. Go for Lyra next turn. Turn Timber out as a land, Silverback Elder, sure. I guess what I'm gonna do here instead is go Archive into Absence the Elder. I could have also just used Absence and then held up Counterspell, but I think we want to get the Archive online because that's gonna allow us to go next turn to Lyra plus hold up Counterspell. Seems a little bit better to me. Another DFC land, sure. Annoying, they get to kill my Archive. I still think that was the right play. Alright, big ol' angel. No counterspell backup, sadly. Get your a Jadar off the blood. They are getting a lot of value off that Rutstein. Vivian on the hunt. That does not
go ahead and run.
Kill Lyra by itself. They're grabbing a 4-drop creature here. Gonti, okay. Well, they took a card very quickly. Send everything at Vivian and see how they block. And then if they go like this, we can give our creatures +1/+1 and shoot the Rutstein. So Vivian's gonna die, all of their creatures are gonna die, none of mine are gonna die.
This city's meaner than I'd hoped.
Seems okay. The old Ragtusk, nice. Alright, well, we'll just sit back with Lyra. Life totals are both going in the wrong direction currently. They stole my blink of an eye. Okay, we are pretty happy with that, because we can still play Lyra and hold up Counterspell. Only 2 cards left in their hand. We do not care about a Topiary Stomper. That is irrelevant. Yeah, I mean, looks like Lyra's probably just going to win this one. Displacer Kitten's also kind of sick here. Four. Kitten. I'll let the hostile negotiations resolve. I am letting them draw 3 cards, but I think we want to save Counterspell for something more solid. Yeah, they can have that pile. Oh, they put a bunch of graveyard value in there. Sure. Well, now let's just pass. Now that we know that they're gonna play out Hangerback Walker or Blade of the Oni, we have some good portable hole targets. And I'm at 34 life, so I have a lot of time. Just need 3 more turns with Miss Angel. So we're going to be very selective with this counter spell. Ooh, man, the wind is picking up. 9? 10. Oh, this is just a hanger back for 5. Yeah, completely irrelevant. Yep, I don't mind taking 9. Alright, so what do we want to do besides attack for 5? Good portable hole our champion of wits. Get some more looting. Seems good. Guess we should probably take Wrath just in case. And we eat their hanger back. Say go. That Hydra has reach, so we're gonna have to kill or counter that one. And I'm gonna flicker Solemn this time and get some extra lands. Okay, discard land, draw a fresh card. That's not removal. No blocks, down to 21. And that should do her. Let's see. Yep, that's exactly, because I give them a 3/3 by bouncing Thragtusk. But, oh no, we can flicker the, that doesn't matter. In any case, even if they get a 3/3, they can only block 2. So they're taking 5 in the air plus 2 of the 2 power creatures. Alright, 2 wins! 2 wins! Got our 2 losses out of the way quickly. I would be happy if we got, well, happiest would be 7 wins, obviously, but if we can get 3 more wins for our gold back, that would be great. But even going like 4 and 3, I'd be okay with that, I think. I'm on the play. I have ramp. I have interaction. What on earth? That doesn't seem right. A legitimately good hand? Probably not going to run out the cat until we have something to do with it. Aha! That is something very good to do with it. Line up a shot. They are going to grab Naturalize, and I'm guessing they're going to Naturalize my Mind Stone next turn. It's rather rude. Sure. You got me. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and Mole Drifter here. Okay. Obviously, there's temptation to hold the Mole Drifter for Cat, but it's a long time away. This Dragon Rage Channeler into Basilisk Collar. Okay. Left the card on top. Sure. I mean, I could hold the Guardian Idol for Displacer Kitten Flicker, but I don't think that matters. The only thing we can flicker right now is Hedron Archive for 2 more mana, but we have nothing to do with the mana, so... If this is their best play, we're very happy about that. We just want to draw, like, Sanctuary Warden. If we draw Sanctuary Warden, it's going to be hard to lose. That is a weird card in their deck. Oh, Solemn, very, very good here, too. Okay. So we'll go Solemn, grab a second blue, play out our land and pass. And now what we can do is go Displacer Kitten into any of these and start flickering Solemn and getting extra lands, thinning out our deck, which will allow us to eventually sack the archive for 2 more cards, you know? Primal Might. I'm gonna let them surveil. And then we're going to Otherworldly their Dragon Rage Channeler. And fizzle their Primal Might. Good little blowout there. Nice draw as well. Okay, so let's go Cat. Portable Hole. Flicker Solemn. Grab another island. Eat their egg. And say go, holding up Blink of an Eye to protect the cat. Black mana. Ah. Okay. Well, let's blink the cat to save it. Flicker Solemn and grab another land then. It's a weird card to have in their deck. Ooh, do we want to hardcast Shark Typhoon? Is now the time? Why not? Let's do it. Is this correct? Probably not. Is it fun? Hell yeah. So we can do some pretty funny stuff here with Baral's expertise now. With Baral's, we can bounce our own archive, bounce our own Guardian Idol, and recast them for Shark Typhoon triggers. And we don't care about that thing. It's whatever. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's float, float, bounce, bounce, bounce. This gives us a 5/5, first off and foremost. We're not flickering anything. Then we get to play the archive, make a 4/4. Then we float 2 mana, play the idol, make a 2/2, flicker the archive. Sack the archive, draw 2. Do we need to lore in here? No, not really. Might as well. Kill their Basilisk Collar. I'd say that was a pretty good turn, huh? Yeah. Check that off the bucket list. Resolve Shark Typhoon and do some good stuff with it. If they have another Wrath effect here, that's funny as hell. Languish? No, I guess that wouldn't kill my 5/5. Flames of the Firebrand. Okay. Well, you're still in a pretty large pickle here, my friend. That's 13 damage. Your move. One removal spell is not good enough. One unknown card in hand. Alright, it better be like Gix's command? No, even Gix's command doesn't work. They could make me sack my 5/5 and my 2/2, but then the 4/4 and the Guardian Idol win it. Alright! We have won another game somehow. That puts us at 3 wins. 2 more. Can we get 2 more wins? On to game 6 we go. I'm on the draw. And looks fine. Would love to draw something interactive on turn 2, but good enough to keep for sure. Oh no. Oh no. This could be the end of me. That was a good play, or that was a good draw at least, but mono red aggro on the play is not a good time. Please don't have any 2-drops. Just have a burn spell in your hand. A non-abrade burn spell, ideally. Pass? This could have been me. I could have been the red deck. Okay, they got the. I got the pass. It didn't abrade at end of turn. Light up the stage. Land and Pyromancer. Sure. I go to 15. We do get to resolve Solemn next turn. Oh god, it's their dog making that noise. Alright, mute that thing. Let's grab our second white source. So we can go Hedron Archive into Champion of Wits next turn. That's pretty solid. Really, we just need to find Lyra. Franco's annoying. Now we can go Hedron Archive into... Oh, it auto-tapped all of my... Are you kidding? It auto-tapped all of my blue. Wow. What? That doesn't even make sense. Alright, I'm just gonna run out the Lauren then as a 2/1 blocker. That's insane. Okay, well, a little bit frustrating there. That might cost us. Usually I mean 99% of the time auto tapper is fine. But man, I tell you, when it's bad, is it bad? It's so gross. That is so freaking disgusting. Okay, it's Champion of Wits. counter spell. Can't even cast it this turn anyways. I mean, I probably need to play this out, sadly. Okay. We might be dead this turn, but if we're not, we have a chance. Expertise into Touch the Spirit Realm looks really good. Sadly, my only other blue source is the Reef, so I am taking damage pinging myself. Good beats. Alright, GG's. 2, 4, 5, 6. So I guess I'm not dead. Need to draw Wrath here. Oh, no, I am dead. Right, the Cranko pumps. Well, let that be a lesson to you, friends. Auto Tapper is the devil, so... I would have been able to tuck the Cranko. We would have had a bunch of extra life. They wouldn't have the tokens. Auto Tapper gets the best of us. I think that game was very winnable had the Auto Tapper not gotten us, but... Like I said, this will be one of the last of the forced blue decks, unless I open Oracle of the Alpha in one of these future arena cubes. We'll be trying out some of the more aggressive decks, though. That's not my preferred, but just to swap something up, that's what we'll do next time. Anyways, thanks for watching. Unfortunate end to that one, but it is what it is. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you back for Arena Cube the next few days, and then Vintage Cube starting next week. So stay tuned. Bye-bye.